Hello, Christy with Rough Around My Edges here. Today we're going to make some rainbow flower earrings. I noticed that the rainbow heart earrings that I have in my shop are not only getting the most favorites, but the most sales, and so I thought maybe I should try flowers this time and see how those go. So here I'm just putting down the polyester tape that's going to hold down the bezel while I lay down the flowers and the resin. And then I go ahead and I put down the bezels and I make sure that I press them down tightly against the tape. Here I'm laying the first layer of resin, and I'm going to make sure that I take a toothpick and I spread everything evenly, especially into the corners so that there are no gaps. After that's done, you need to take a flame and then just run it over the top to get rid of all of the bubbles. Here is the second layer of resin that I'm laying after the first one has been cured, and again I'm pushing it into all the corners. And then I'm going to start laying down the flowers after I get all the bubbles out again. I chose to start at the bottom with this one just because I wanted to make sure that everything was laid out evenly, and I was afraid if I started from the top that I wouldn't be able to do that. And so I started with the purple, and I'm going to work my way all the way up to the red color flowers. One thing that I did not show in this video is in between all of these shots, I am pushing down the flowers into the resin just to make sure there are no bubbles underneath. And then on this very last flower, you can see that one of the petals fell off. It happens, they're fragile, but I very easily just kind of push it back into place before I cure the resin. And then I run the flame over it one more time before I cure it, and then I take a pop break because I deserve it at this point. Here's what they look like after the flowers have been laid out, and I'm going to lay down the final resin that is going to be the very top of the earrings. I put a generous amount this time so that there is a nice little dome on the top of the earrings. I think it makes it look more finished. And then that's how it looks when it's under the UV lamp. Here's the finished earrings. I'm going to peel them off of the tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and take sterling silver ear wires and attach them to the bezels. I like using sterling silver or 14 karat gold ear wires just for those people out there that are like me that have metal sensitivities. And there they are, the finished pieces. I really like how they turned out. I think they turned out really nicely and they look beautiful in the sunlight. Now let's see if they sell.